Really nice pitch there, a little low and away. Got the batter to go down and chase after it. So that's a big strikeout there. 2 outs, runner at second, you're down 1. So that was a big out.
Frost takes that one down the third base line, but foul.
Gonna work this hitter really close and really carefully. Runner at second. All right, it's 0-2. That's a good start.
Frost is in the hole now.
Kettle's doing a really good job controlling these pitches, working them up and down. Oh, great changeup.
Yeah, nice changeup there.
Great changeup to strike the number 33 out. That's Frost. So we get away with 1.
Yeah, hey. Rebels held them to 1 here in the top of the first, and we are going to get you a lineup to see how we're going to be going in the bottom of the first with the Rebels coming up to bat. I'm good.
Ground out to first base. As we get back started here. That's been thrown out, ground ball. Good throw to first. Number 30, is going up. Weak pop, caught by the left fielder. Quick for the late here in the bottom of the first.
Thanks for covering there, Sid. We got a little moving some of our supplies around here.
No problem, bud. We said we're getting a few bugs out here on opening day.
Up to bat now is Brindley Alford for the Lady Rebels.
I mean opening day for us, not opening day for the season. Thank you, buddy. Yes, sir.
Frost rolls that one into the catcher for the Generals. Rebels are down by 1 here in the bottom of the first. 2 outs.
2 quick outs, matter of fact.
Yeah. Low pitch by Frost.
I noticed that one caught the umpire just above the top of his shoe, and after 6 years of Little League umpiring, I'm sure I know what that feels like. If you closed out certain voices,
Yes.
it's play.
Yeah. He's probably thinking the same thing sometimes.
He's probably
3-0 count. Down to third base, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Generals.
Yeah, that was really good, effective pitching there. We just didn't get anything hit well. Everything's on the ground, or kind of a soft line out.
After 1, the Rebels are down 1-0 to the Autauga Generals. As we were talking a little earlier there, Sid, this is a young team. Offered the girl up to bat last there. She's in 8th grade. I'm looking at here on our information.
Yeah, there's some youth on this team. I think you told me earlier on just 1 senior. Is that correct?
Yeah, Carly Forbes is the only senior for the Lady Rebels. And she anchors center field. And we'll give you some information out here about the starting defense for the Lady Rebels. At catcher, number 34, Mackenzie Gilland. Third base is number 12, Riley Patterson. Looks like 30. First base is Olivia O.G. Daughtry. As I said earlier, center field is anchored by Carly Forbes. Right field is Callie Ragsdale. And left field is Melissa Lee. And Sophie Price has second. Just want to make sure of that. And Alfred is shortstop.
Well, let's see if we can't get through this inning without giving up any runs here. On the infield.
Daughtry calls him off, and it pops out of the glove and falls down.
Hey, take charge right there, Soap.
The runner ran into the shortstop, crossing, I believe, the second base. So now it's 2 outs. That was a big play. So runner at first with 2 down. I wasn't sure that was going to be the call, but I kind of made it early.
That's okay. Hey, I couldn't even see what happened. I had the first base coach, the first baseman, and the base runner right in my line. Seaman steps in for the Generals, and she fouls that one back. Heads up back there.
You're talking about what a beautiful afternoon it is, Chester. It's also a great atmosphere here. Good crowd. Everybody's excited. Ladies on both sides really excited to play, and you just love that. You love to watch these kids come out and play hard.
That's right. So if you get a chance to come on down here when the Lady Rebels are at
Good
home,
snap
it's a
throw.
good time to come down here and hang out, fellowship with some folks, and watch some good softball.
I love that Mackenzie Gillen's keeping everybody honest at first base. She's not afraid to throw it down to first base behind the runner. It's always a risk, but you got 2 down. Take a shot at it.
Pop up and see if Mackenzie's
chance.
got some room back there, and it's right on top of the.
Right on top of the dugout.
It's a 2-2 count right now. Still working on the scoreboard here for us.
Yeah,
That was high.
Scoreboard has a few gremlins this afternoon, it looks like.
That last pitch was high. It's going to run the count full, 3-2. 2 outs here, top of the second. Lady Rebels are down by 1.
About time for that really sneaky changeup. No, she gave her
And pushed it outside, and, well, correction, I guess now it's 3-2.
It's either 3-2 now or they missed a pitch.
Yeah, it's 3-2 now.
More than likely, we missed a pitch
Probably.
because the scoreboard has ceased to function at the moment. Oh, almost got the third base coach.
She was way out in front of that one, but keeps fighting them off.
That was a great move by the third base coach to not get hit in the shin with that one. We're in really good foul line territory for the right-handed batters right here, too.
Yep. Let's just hope it doesn't hit the camera down here.
Good eye.
Seaman draws a walk on that one.
Good eye. Bringing up the Autauga catcher, Campbell.
Grade 151. Grade 151.
Campbell squares up to bunt, drops it down the third base
Gotta
line.
make the throw. Easy throw.
Foster gets it, and that's. I thought that was the third, but
That has to be the third out, doesn't it?
2 outs. So here we go.
Well, that makes much more sense to do a sacrifice bunt with 1 out instead of 2 outs. So
Yeah.
we're back to the top of the lineup.
Esco is on third now for the Lady Generals. And Perry drives it to center field, but Forbes has that one. And that is it. So no runs for the Lady Generals here in the top of the second. Going to the bottom of the second here for the Lady Rebels. Rebels are down 1-0.
Big escape there in that inning. I'll tell you, the leadoff hitter, Perry's put the bat on the ball both innings. She got some pop. Hopefully we'll have a scoreboard here in just a second and we'll get back to start inning number 2, home half.
To lead off the bottom of the second, Michaela Foster, 55, will be up to bat for the Lady Rebels, followed by Sophie Price and OG Daughtry.
We need the offense to put the bat on the ball here, get some runners on base. So far, we have just really not hit the ball at all at first inning. We didn't get any contact hardly at all. Pretty easy ground outs. So look for a little more power coming off this second inning here. One thing we've seen right away is Autauga will swing at it. There's no doubt about that.
That is right.
They're taking their cuts all the way around. So after an inning and a half, we've seen full counts. We've missed a count. We've missed the outs. So we're getting warm. We're getting much warmer.
Yeah.
We've seen like sacrifice, bunt. So,
We saw interference as well.
That's exactly right. Interference by the shortstop. Oh, we just saw a real low throw from the catcher go. I hope that was off her shoulder, not her cheek.
Looks like she's okay.
Yeah. The term softball is really not.
Is that an oxymoron?
It's just really not applicable. It should be just called the hard yellow ball.
Michaela Foster's ready to dig in here.
Do a little maintenance here on the field. Umpires wants to move the hose off the fence, which is probably a really good idea.
So we're looking at the 4th, 5th, and 6th batters for the Lady Rebels. That is Foster, Price, and Daughtry coming up here in the bottom of the second. Lady Rebels are down by 1. Foster gave up a home run there on the first at bat for the Generals in the top of the first. But since then, she has settled down, and the defense has helped her out pretty good.
And made really good catches. A couple of really good throws there to keep the game from getting out of hand.
Pitch is low by Frost. 1 ball, no strike, no No outs. Top of the, or excuse me, bottom of the second.
Base hit.
Cut right over second base. Going to fall in single for Foster.
One of the well-known Texas leaguers, I think that's what that might be called. Runner at first, that's the good part.
Yeah, good start off here for the Lady Rebels.
So
Tyann Anthony comes in to run
Right.
for Foster.
Up.
Right over our way.
That one had,
No balls, one strike on Price.
good thing that had a lot of backspin.
Again, another youngster for the varsity squad. Price is an 8th grader.
It was a good pitch.
Yep. High, but chased it by.
Fastball just right up under the Chambers letters, and you know, hitter's eye's going to go for that. You know, 9 times out of 10, you just almost can't hold back on that pitch. It looks too good. That's a good pitch.
Yep.
Really good pitch. Just a little bit on the outside corner, and just
Price goes down on a strikeout for the first out here in the bottom of the second.
kind of froze that bat and made a good pitch.
Tree stands in. 2 lefties so far this inning. Anthony's on first.
You need to get a ball in play here and get a runner in scoring position. Try to get this thing tied up.
First pitch is low, ball 1.
At least we're seeing the opposing pitcher not throw, you know, 3 perfect pitches, you know, each batter. I don't think she's fishing. I think she's just had a little bit of a low and outside control going on right now. That one got high.
Second pitch was high, so 2 balls, 0 strikes for Daughtry.
I don't believe we've seen her go 3-0 in any of our hitters yet.
Yeah, Frost has done a good job so far to keep everything in check.
Good
Daughtry
swing.
takes that one back to the screen.
Good strong swing. I'd love to see her plant that one just to the right of the guess 0 on the scoreboard.
1-0. So we're in the bottom of the second here. Daughtry is up to bat for the Lady Rebels. Rebels are down by 1.
That could be
Coaches
trouble.
over to the shortstop and fights the sun off there and gets that one wrapped up for 2 outs in the bottom of the second here for the Lady Rebels.
Yeah, that ball's up in the sun. She's running away from it, and it was just an awkward catch, but she made a good catch and made a good throw. Base runner was paying attention, got back to first. Tyann Anthony didn't take a chance, didn't get doubled off. Need a big hit here. That's a rocket.
This is number 12, Riley Patterson, up for the Lady Rebels. Riley is down now. Balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the. Fouls that one back to the screen.
I'll tell you, that was a good pitch. That ball was just a little high on the outside, and she fought it off. It probably was a strike. She stuck with it and made some contact. This is a good pitcher here. This pitcher knows how to work the plate and doesn't give in to hitters at all. Good eye.
Patterson takes that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Patterson.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We need a hit, move this base runner to third base.
That was high. Whew.
That was almost pass ball. Catcher made a good move on that.
Yeah, Campbell did a good job to keep that one from getting to the backstop.
I don't know if the runner can move up on that because it's so close. You know, it's just not a big foul area, but another one.
Going high. Now the
it's
count's
3
3. Yeah.
Patterson doing a
count,
really good job working this pitch count here.
Yeah, she was down 0-2 in the count. Fought back now. Count's full.
And fought off a good pitch, too. All right, you got to be really ready. Good ball, good eye.
Take that one. Gets a walk.
All right, got a runner in scoring position off the walk. Still 2 outs. We need a big hit here.
Got number
24, Kelly Ragsdale.
Yep. She's a youngster too as well. Again, a lot of youth on this team for the Lady Rebels.
Crack it a bed, ladies, crack it a bed.
2 outs for the Lady Rebels, so the runners will be moving on any contact.
Pitcher having a little bit of trouble here. That's 4 balls in a row. Chasing that strike zone a little bit.
Yeah, Patterson, that last at bat was good and disciplined and keeping her eye on that,
Oh, yeah.
not chasing any junk, getting high. So let's see if Ragsdale can do the same.
Good swing. Good pitch, low around just above the knees, a little bit on the outside part of the plate. Good swing, good pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike on Ragsdale. Rebels have base runners at first and second.
A little bit late on that one.
Short it up, Kelly, you're good, short it up.
A little bit late on that fastball there. I don't know if it was actually a fastball. It may have been a breaking ball. Just can't tell from our angle here exactly what she's throwing.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Ragsdale. Ball
Good
was
eye.
low.
Really good eye. That pitch is. Hey, listen, you got a 1-2 count. And that pitch comes through. It's really hard to hold off.
That's right.
She wanted to pull the trigger, but she waited. All right.
2-2
work this
on
count.
Ragsdale.
Work this count here. There you go. I'll tell you, the Lady Rebels hitters are definitely watching this thing. They are not jumping at pitches. They're not just flailing away. They're trying to get a pitch to hit.
Full count on Ragsdale. 2 bottom of the second. Rebels down by 1. Runners on first and second for the Rebels. Ball is low. Bases are loaded now for the Lady. And Macy Phillips, number 10, is up to bat for the Lady Rebels with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. And looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a little chat with the pitcher for the Lady Generals.
That was an excellent at-bat right there. Really good job.
Yeah, the last 2 batters, Patterson and Ragsdale, did a good job. They got down in the count, fought their way back, and got on base.
Well, I think both were down 0-2, which is, a big hole to climb out of. Especially with 2 outs, you're trying to get something you can hit. But you just don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to give up an at-bat by chasing something crazy. But I'll tell you, bases loaded. We got a chance to get a run here. We just need a big hit. Got a chance to get 2 runs with a solid base hit.
Hey, whatever it takes right here, team. Nothing there.
So far, Frost has kept the Rebels off the board, but with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the second, 2 outs though.
Good eye, make her strike there. She's thrown 3 balls, so make her throw a strike. Now you got to execute it. You got to get the bat on the ball.
Ooh. Strike on the inside corner.
looked a little tight, but our angle is a little hard to see. Right now, you can't let that pitch come in. You got to hit that ball. 2 out, 0-2 count.
Foster delivers and
Stays alive.
yep. Phillips fought that one off to remain alive.
Got to get out in front of that pitch a little bit behind it, foul it off late.
Watch for a little change up here from Frost.
Listen, a ball hit in the gap here and right, between right and center, is 2 runs, I think.
Easily.
Good play.
Grounds out to second, and second flips it over. So Rebels leave 3 on. Going to the top of the third. Rebels are down by 1.
Showed some signs of life though there. Good eye on the batting cage, and made contact with the ball.
A lot of positive things there for the Rebels in the bottom of the second. Good at bats for Patterson and Ragsdale to get on,
Excellent.
load the bases, and just came up a little bit short. But Rebels need to keep their heads high going into the top of the third.
Yeah, we're down 1-0 off of a lead-off home run, so this game is not out of hand, not in any real jeopardy. Well, we just got to we start getting some power on the ball. We're not really making great contact. So far, we're grounding out a little bit weakly. We've got to get something really sharply hit on the ground or up in the air.
Folks, I want to remind everybody that March 11th, the Chambers Academy annual skeet shoot out at the Oaks on Highway 50. Check out the Chambers Academy Facebook page for all your information. Round up a team and get out there and come out and have a good day of shooting skeet. Saturday, March 11th, starting at 7 till about 2 or whenever we're done. So it should be a good time. It's always a good time to go out there. And if you don't want to shoot skeet, call the office at the school and see if you can help out.
Another thing that we might want to throw in here, and it's something I'm really proud of, is our parents marketing committee has refurbished our Facebook page, working on our website, and launched our initial newsletter this week.
Yes.
And they've done that within 2 weeks of being established. So
yeah, we greatly appreciate that. I looked at it
awesome.
this week and saw what's happening for the week for the kids, and it was easy. Sunday night, there was no stress, so we greatly appreciate those folks on that committee.
CA family, man.
First pitch is a strike by Foster.
Swinging bunt attempt. She was trying to get that ball on the ground, I think, down third base line and run it out.
Johnson at bat for the Lady Generals. Low, ball 1. 1-1 on Johnson. Ah, nice
right.
pitch by Foster.
Looked like maybe a little bit of that change again.
I couldn't tell from here. It's
I
just
think she took just a little bit off of that one.
ball, 2 strikes on Johnson. Outside on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the third here at Taffney Allen Field on the campus of Chambers Academy.
That's
Popped
trouble.
it right up over short and
trouble.
just out of the reach of the short. Got back quickly in the infield by Forbes. That one was right up in the sun. No chance really on that one for the shortstop.
It's our second really prime Texas leaguer just falling in there.
That's one thing. That's one thing about the angle of this field. Anything around 4:30, 5 o'clock, be battling the sun.
We're probably a good 20 minutes away from the sun getting behind that tree line there, and it's tough out at shortstop. That's,
right down the third base line, and it
foul
rolls foul.
Foul ball. That was a really good job waiting on that ball to roll foul instead of rushing in, picking up, trying to make an awkward throw. All right, let's see what we can do here. We got 1 strike. We got a runner at first base, nobody out. push bunt. Throw it.
Right to the pitcher and called her safe.
Second base. That's good base running. They just picked up an extra base there on the throw back to third.
Yeah, that was a close play here at first, kind of bang, bang. Called her safe. Yeah, you're right, good base running.
You know, the hesitation there is just trying to figure out if you can get the lead runner, which is, you know, the smart call. It just took a little bit longer and you couldn't get the guy, the runner at first base. So then with the throw back to third, too much time and the runner advances. So we had nobody out, runners at second and third.
And Davis is up to bat. She walked last time up at bat for the Lady Generals. Another bunt here.
Get here. You're safe.
Oh. Foster held the lead runner at third. Now the bases are loaded, no outs.
A good play. Get another base runner. It's not going to drive the runner in, being that close to home plate, and they're probably going to make a throw. We're in a little bit of a jam here, though. Bases loaded, nobody out. What you want to do is limit this to a run.
Yeah. Pitcher number 33, Frost, is up for the Lady Generals. First pitch ball.
Kayla Foster put a little heat on that one. Maybe a little frustration coming through there. That's a good pitch also.
Yep. Frost fights that one off. 1-1 on Frost, no outs, top of the third. The Generals are threatened, bases are loaded. Ball gets into left field. Alyssa Lee out in left gets it back into the infield. 1 run scores for the, two runs scores for the Generals.
Hey, here we go. Black 241. Black 241.
And still nobody out. A CNI single right off the, right in between short and second base bag.
Another bunt on the ground, and ump is calling that foul.
Here we go. Black 512. Black 512.
No balls, 1 strike.
Autauga has mindset here of advancing the runners. I mean, we have seen 3 bunt attempts already, and she showed bunt there. So, you know, they're playing smart, trying to get runners in scoring position here, and it's certainly working so far.
Ward squares up to bunt, pulls back on that one. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I think what they're going to try to do right now is really put pressure on our defense. You know, work that. You're in control. You got nobody out. You can advance the runners, have them set up for 2 more runs scored with 1 out. That's probably a good strategy.
Inside corner, strike 2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs here in the top of the third.
Get a strikeout here and keep the double play alive. Might get out of this inning. Oh.
Right through the shortstop's glove there.
She didn't quite get down on that ball. Hit pretty sharply.
Yeah, 1 run gets in for the Generals. Now the Rebels are down 4 here in the top of the third. No outs still.
Yeah, we got to make those plays. Got to make that defensive play and choke off that run, get an out.
Esco digs in for the Generals. Bunts that one foul down the first base line.
And now you got to get your defense set. Know what they're going to do with this thing. You know, they're going to come up and try to advance these runners again. You got to know where you're going to throw the ball. You know, get your situational awareness down so you know where to go with the ball and not make a bad throw.
delivers. Esco puts it right down, and she is safe at third. Mackenzie went down the third base line to get the lead runner on the force.
Yeah, probably was a play at first base there. Hindsight, always easy to do in hindsight, but it was going to be tied at third base.
Seaman is coming up to bat for the Generals. Still in the top of the third.
And still nobody out.
Yep, Rebels are down by 4.
Got to get this thing shut down right here.
Nobody got to go on the ground. You got this out behind you.
Bases loaded.
Hey, hard off, hard back.
First pitch ball by Foster.
Need a ball on the ground here, make a double play, get us a couple quick outs here. 0-2. Oh, sorry, 2-0.
That was a little bit high. Heads up. That's going to be a foul over the netting there. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Seaman. No outs. Top of the third.
Yeah, Autauga's working on a really big bases loaded, 3 already across, so we've just got to get an out. That's a good one right there.
Good pitch.
Really, just about numbers high, and she couldn't hold back on that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
See if we see that real good off-speed pitch here. Nope, she came with steam.
3 balls, 2 strikes on Seaman.
3-2.
Bases are loaded.
Need a strikeout. Fouls it
Seaman
off.
fights that one off over the Rebel dugout. Got a lucky fan over there.
Tell you, the Autauga ladies are really, really disciplined at the plate. They always make contact in these tough pitches.
Seaman pops this one up to short left, and it's going to drop in there. And the play at third.
Throw pulled the third baseman off the bag, so we really gave up an out there.
Yeah, that was a tough play. Pop up into short left like that. Left fielder came in just out of her reach.
Yeah, a little C and I pop up there, and throw just didn't. Throw was not as accurate as it should have been. Got the third baseman off the bag. We're down 5-zip here with still nobody out. Thought that might have been an attempt swing, but not
6 she
called
held
by
off.
Umpire. Those shadows are trying to make their way to shortstop now.
Yep.
But it's just still a little bit of an in-between.
This is the catcher, number 1, Campbell for the Generals. Second pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the third.
You're good.
Bases are loaded, no outs.
Got to settle your pitcher down and make her throw strikes here.
Hits that one right to short and right into the dirt there. And Daughtry had a little trouble digging that one up out of the dirt, so 1 run scores.
Yeah, our defense is really letting us down a little bit here. 2 throws that we should have had 2 outs at this point, but we're still looking at no outs with 5 runs across this inning.
Hey, let's go.
Bergen is going to do some pinch running here when we get back from this break with the Rebel coaching staff. Coming out to the circle, talk to the coach, pitch, talk to Foster.
Here we go. Hey, settle down.
Harry digs in. She's gotten a hold of everything that she's wanted so far today.
Absolutely.
So
Well, you can just tell by her demeanor in the box. I mean, she's ready for the pitch. The bat's really cocked, ready to go. And her reflexes, you know, in every pitch, if she's gotten that bat head started, she's ready to hit.
a little bit high there. Gillen holding the pitch to let the umpire see where it was at. He felt that was a little bit high. Foster delivers, and it's a right to second, and it is caught by Sophie.
That's an outstanding catch. That was almost a collision there. That ball I thought was going to be in. That's a third or fourth ball. It's been hit right over the second base bag. Almost no man's land.
That's the first out here in the top of the third.
We need to really just shut this thing down right here.
Bases are loaded for the Generals.
See if they'll add a little spark, because that was an outstanding play.
Yeah, the Rebels need to find something to move on in this inning to get out of this hole they're in. Johnson up at the plate for the Generals. Foster in the circle. A little bit high on that one. Gonna run it down to yeah.
I'll tell you, when you're down 6-love, that's a tough pitch to not get.
Yeah.
Although I'm not saying umpires do that. I'm just saying that's a tough pitch not to get.
3 balls, no strikes on the number 2 hitter for the Generals. Inside, she's gonna walk, and that's gonna bring one run in for the Generals, which takes it to 7-0 here in the top of the third. 1 down, bases still loaded.
This is where you just got to bear down. You know, you can't do anything but bear down. That's a shot.
Right out to left field. Melissa Lee has a little problem with it out there, but she recovers quickly and just overshoots her cut, but goes into third. And that single brought in 2 more runs for the Lady Generals. And that's going to run the score up to 9-0. And Coach is going to come out and have a talk with their players. Circle.
That ball was hit, really blistered. So not much going to be
Well, while we
get out of that one.
Yeah, while we got a minute here, let's go ahead and tell folks to go in and check out the Chambers Academy website to see when the games are for baseball, home games and away games for the Lady Rebels and the guys. The guys are playing next to us, the Varsity, right now against Autauga. And everybody's playing today. The JV's playing after the Varsity here today. Next game up on the schedule will be Lee Scott for the JV baseball. That'll be Thursday, March 2nd. And the next big home softball game will be looks like it's going to be Lakeside March 13th. Excuse me, the 14th. We're going to be home.
Yep.
So the Lady Rebels are going to have to be on the road for about 2 weeks.
Yep.
And then they're going to come back to the friendly confines of Lafayette.
And you know, we had a doubleheader cancel last week, and I believe that was right, wasn't it? A doubleheader on Friday. So, you know, it's that time of the year when these games can get really moved around, shuffled, canceled, weather problems all over the place. That's a long road trip.
Yep. But yeah, go on to the website, pull up the schedule. It is going to change, but keep an eye on that and come down here and support the Rebels. The baseball and softball JV tip is going to play after the varsities. Any start time you see on that. But yeah, get down here and support these student athletes. They put a lot of hard work into what they do in their craft. And so come on down here and support them. And a lot of great work has been happening down here at the field as well over the off season.
Absolutely. The place looks great.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed with all the facilities here. I mean, our Chambers Academy family comes out and really gets this place set up and looking good. There's new irrigation, there's new concrete. It's just looking great all over the place here.
Yep. And we want to thank all those folks for putting in that hard work. It does not go unnoticed. Back to some action here. Davis is in the box for the Generals. Number 8, Brindley Alpha. The circle now for the Rebels. Foster moves over to short.
Quick 0-2 count here.
Runners at second and third for the Generals. Davis pops this one again right on second, and Sophie brings that one in, and nice to hold the runner at third there. Good play by Sophie to get that back into McKenzie.
That's good reaction, not to hold that ball, just get it back into the catcher and shut that runner down. That was a tough catch again. I mean, that is the third or fourth ball in this inning that has been hit right over the top of the second base bag. Our young lady's doing great.
Now covered the field.
Yep.
So sun should be a limited issue moving forward for the Lady Rebels. Hot shot.
Foul ball.
Ball.
Foul ball. I know that on that goes behind the third base. Foul.
Yeah.
Typical.
Frost digs in, no balls, 1 strike. Fouls that one back to the screen. 0-2 count now on Frost. 2 outs here, top of the third. Big inning here for the Lady Generals.
Yeah, he runs across so far. We really need to get this third out here and get back on the offensive side of this game.
Another pop-up just over second, and
Center
Forbes
fielder
calls
as well.
them all off, and she rings it in for the third out.
Good play.
So we're going to the bottom of the third. Rebels down by 9.
Yeah, that was a very costly inning. We had some throwing difficulty, and they put the bat on the ball and made good base running decisions. So that one got a little bit away from us there in that inning. But you got to come back and answer. You got to put some runs on the board here.
Yeah, we're going to the bottom of the third. I'm looking to see who we have coming up here in the bottom of the third.
Is that a good thing when the boss gives us a thumbs up when he walks by?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
Going back to the top of the
Pitching change here as well for Autauga.
Yep.
It's number 10, Perry's going to move to the mound. We know she can hit.
Forbes will be leading off the Rebels here, the bottom of the third. Gonna have to get those bats moving for the Lady Rebels.
Yeah, we really need to answer here with some offense. We need to score 2 or 3 runs, get this thing, off the ground. We're just not making good contact with the ball. We're not getting anybody in real scoring position. Our bases loaded situation, I believe, was with 2 outs, so a little bit limiting there on what we could do.
First pitch is a strike on Forbes. Second pitch is low, ball. Looks like Perry for the Generals can do just about anything.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I mean, she took that opening at bat and went deep.
Hey, Forbes takes that one to the gap and over the left fielder up to the fence, and she's going to be easily into second. And she's going to stay right there for a nice leadoff double here. Bottom of the third for Carly Forbes.
That's a little bit of the change we want to see. We want to see somebody getting the ball in play there. Leadoff double, get a run, start chipping away at this thing.
Mackenzie Gilland. Is up for the Lady Rebels right now. Mackenzie takes that one to the backstop.
Well, I'll tell you, when that sun got behind the tree line, it got dark, a little bit dark here, right away.
Yep, lights will be coming on here shortly.
Oh, good changeup, real good changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes here on Mackenzie in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, Ms. Perry from Autauga has some talent. I mean, that was an awesome pitch. Just pull the string on it.
Mackenzie fouls that one off to stay alive. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third. Rebels looking to get some points on, some runs in.
Need to go back-to-back doubles here. Get a run on the board before we get anybody out and start working on this lead.
Ooh, just barely got a hold of that one. Stay alive and at the at-bat for Mackenzie.
Another little bit of an off-speed pitch. Got out, but just nicked it.
No balls, 2 strikes on Mackenzie. Another off-speed pitch, high. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the third.
I'm really interested in watching this pitcher. She really explodes off the mound. If you watch her take that step back, when she moves forward, she just got all her momentum going. She really delivers a powerful pitch.
Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs.
Hang in there tough is what we need here. Everybody's at bat.
That ball was high. Mackenzie is taking the count full now, 3-2. Looking to get that first run in here for the Lady Rebels in the bottom of the third. Forbes led off with the double to start the bottom of the third.
Slowing it down here with full count and a little methodical.
And Mackenzie pops that one up, and it's a high one, and it is called off by the shortstop, and she wraps that up. So Forbes stays where she at second, and a tough at bat. Mackenzie fought that off, but just couldn't get a hold of it, and pops out to short for the first out here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, Perry, full count, she had to throw something over the plate, but she just threw a great pitch. I mean, just couldn't get any power on it. A little bit up, a little bit elevated. Easy play for the second baseman.
Number 8, Brimley Alford comes in, and she hits a single to left field, and it's going to bring in Forbes for the first run of the game for the Lady Rebels, and
takes second base on the throw.
Takes second. Good little piece of hitting there by the 8th grader for the Lady Rebels.
Nice execution there to get us a run. We've just got to start getting the ball in play. We've got to start getting contact on this these pitchers.
Number 55, Michaela Foster steps in for the Lady Rebels.
shot right here out of right field would make me feel better.
First pitch strike here on Foster. Alford stands at second after that hit to bring in Forbes, and a good rip into right field by Foster, and Alford's going to take home and score easily, and Foster stays at first. Some pretty good hitting here. The bat's starting to get warmed up for the Lady Rebels.
I really would like to have seen her get second on that, but it was just, you know, in between throw. Wasn't sure where the ball was going. There was no chance to get the runner at home.
Rebels have put 2 on the board here in the bottom of the third, bringing the count to 9 for the Lady Generals and 2 for the Lady Rebels.
Still 1 out. Let's get another run here.
And Sophie Price fights that down the third base line.
Good pitch again. Rode it in, got a little bit off the handle there.
And this is something the Lady Rebels can, work off of and get a little bit of energy out there. It gets you get a little deflated when you're down 9-0 and nothing's working for you all the way up and through the third. So
well, that big inning just takes so much out of you. It's just deflating, and you got to fight back.
That was high. Good eye by Price to take that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
There is great velocity on this pitch, but she is not quite as accurate as our opening pitcher, and I'm not sure. Frost, that's right.
Yeah, Frost had a lot more control. But Perry does have some velocity on those pitches.
Yeah, she is just a real powerful pitcher.
Sophie takes that one for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third.
We're down 9-2. We have just got to become super aggressive at the plate. We have got to start hitting everything we can hit.
Ooh, low pitch. And that is strike 3 on Price. So that's going to bring up number 30, Olivia O.G. Daughtry. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Runner on first.
That at-bat, probably regretted not swinging at the pitch before that. Get in your mind, I can't take that pitch again. And then you just kind of pull the trigger too soon on a low ball.
It's hard to fight those back. So. OG takes this one out to the gap, and it is off the glove of the left fielder, and it falls in, and
stand up.
Runner's going to stay at third. Ooh, close call over there. Foster about got picked off on that, but
threw behind the runner instead of throwing to second. It was almost an out.
Yep. OG gets a double on that one for the Lady Rebels.
All right, we had runners at second and third, right?
Right.
2 outs, right? So now base hit gets us to 9-4. We're back in the game. Need a base hit here. Or a long ball.
Number 12, Patterson steps in for the Lady Rebels. See if she can get a nice 2-out base hit. And rips it right at second base.
Nice swing, real aggressive. The second baseman for the 3rd out.
After 3, the Rebels are count 9-2 against the Lady Generals from Autauga.
Autauga did a good job there, Chester. You got to give them their due. That had the earmark of getting a little bit of a big inning for Chambers, but they made good plays. They played great defense, and the pitchers were really bearing down on our guys. And we didn't get that real timely hit. But it's good to see life out of our offense. Good to see the ladies hitting the ball.
Yep, that's something to build their confidence on. Here, let's see if we can get a quick 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 4th and get those bats moving again.
It looked a little tentative on defense at times, and I think that's one thing. It's just we got to probably work on and get our guys. In this game, it's like you just have to know before that batter takes that swing. You got to know exactly what the situation is and where you're going, and it's just hard to do with young kids, especially. But our guys are scrappy.
Young here. Remember, Yeah, one senior, a lot of sophomores, and 2 8th graders out here.
But look, they gave up 8 runs in the inning. They didn't come out and you know, with their heads down, they went out and scored 2 runs. So I like that very much. It's good to see them just continue to battle. Top of the 4th, is that correct?
Yep, top of the 4th. Rebels are down by 7. Ward's in for the Generals. Alford still in the circle. Oh, second baseman gets by her. Yeah, Alford still in the circle for the Lady Rebels.
Tell you what, they're not timid about the at-bats. They come out ready to swing.
Esco steps in for the Generals. Ward on first. Esco fouls that one off.
I mean, you're certainly up 9-2. There's no reason to be, but they're looking for more. And the lights are coming up as we're about 5:15 in the afternoon.
Be looking for what, 2 more Sundays to get to spring forward?
I believe that's right.
Held back on that one. Esco did. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Top of the 4th. A little bit low on that. 2 balls, 1 strike.
We really need to stay ahead of the count here. When you get behind the count, you have to start making pitches that they can hit. It's really tough.
Esco took that one. That was a strike. 2-2.
2-2. There's strike 3. Nope, I guess not.
Ooh, inside.
I thought that was strike 3.
Ooh, I thought he called rung her up on that one.
I guess I should wait for his signal before I make my call.
3-2 on Esco. No outs. Runner on first for the Generals. And Alford walks Esco. So now we have 2 base runners, first and second for the Generals. No outs.
No outs.
Top of the 4th. Rebels got to keep this inning in check and not let it get out of control.
We really do. We really can't afford to give up another big inning. We got to get these guys off out of the batter's box and start getting our offense together.
It's like the batter has a bee or something on her arm. Getting a little help there from the catcher.
If we didn't know that was a bee, that would have looked a little weird with the catcher taking a swing.
Yeah. They're going to call time on this. There we go.
There we go. I think we're ready now.
Bunt foul.
I tell you what, these guys will definitely bunt the ball to try to advance the runners. Good strategy, but everybody that comes up is ready to bunt in the right situation.
No balls, 1 strike on Seaman here. Top of the 4th, no outs.
So even with a 7-run lead, they've tipped their hand on what they're going to do. We got to get ready. The third baseman's cheating up. We're ready for it, I would believe. And she's swinging away.
It goes out to left field. Melissa Lee bounces right off her glove, and she's going to third with it, and she is out.
Yeah, that's a base running error. She should have been aware of where the ball was coming.
So the drop had no effect really on that overall. Got the lead runner at third by Lee. So 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Oh, it's going to drop in here to right field, and it is, and it's
That's a seeing eye single there. Or
stopped by Ragsdale, and she gets it into the catcher.
2 runners.
And they got her in a rundown. Oh, it just sneaks back in there now.
We are
Hey, we're good.
Got a little bit of confusion here with the base runners here for the Generals out there.
yeah, the Generals thought the second base runner thought that the runner at third was going home, and she put the pressure on. And we just really didn't execute that very well. I mean, you can't drop the ball on a rundown like that. So cost us an out.
Well, now the bases are loaded for number 10, Perry. And we know what she can do so far. She's made good contact. Leadoff home run in the first for the Generals. Pop up, the catch should get that.
Straight up.
Mackenzie Gillen
Great
gets it.
catch.
Wow.
Nice job by
Yeah.
our catcher there.
That was a good job by Mackenzie Gillen to catch
Mackenzie
that
did a really nice job. Moved over there quick.
and got that dangerous hitter out with the bases
Oh, yeah.
loaded. So that's 2 outs
Well,
now.
you notice she was swinging on her front foot there and just popped that ball up. It's good to see us come back after a little bit of a defensive error. We don't give in. We just keep playing. And like we say during the football season, that's all you can do is play the next
That's
one.
right.
Next pitch, next at bat. You just got to keep playing.
Keep fighting through
You got to have
everything.
that short memory. If you make an error, you got to just go back and try to make the next play.
And
Way
taken
out front of
down.
that one.
They could talk about it the whole game, and I ain't smelled that. I just smelled it in. I said,
So now no balls, 2 strikes.
two of them right there. There's a upper pond and a lower pond.
2 away. Good to see us fight back after just a little bit of out of sync defense there.
Yeah.
Good to see us just bear down and try to get this inning over.
Ball was outside there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Top of the 4th.
Catcher framing that one again too.
Come get her right here.
See if Alford can hold everything where we're at right now to get out of this inning. That was a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
You know, again, our young club, you want to see these young ladies come back, a little adversity in the middle of the inning, come back and close it. You know, come back and really play hard and get us out of this. Right.
Shot out to left field by the left fielder. And she gets it into third, which holds the runners at first and second, but 2 score on that one, which now takes the score to Generals 11, Lady Rebels 2.
The Generals are just not letting up. I'll tell you, their hitters are coming out looking for a pitch to hit, looking for a pitch to drive. The ball was hit really sharply. Nothing we could do with it.
22, Gabby Land checks into left field for the Lady Rebels. Two outs here in the top of the 4th.
Runner at first and second, so we really need this last out here. A little bit of delay as the umpire gets ready to step behind the plate.
Yeah, good crowd out here tonight.
Very good crowd.
Oh, big rip into center. Ford picks that one up to hold the runner at second. She's going to get home and by Alford, and
She's out. She's out.
they got her out. Nice.
That was a great throw.
by Alford.
That was a really nice throw.
First of all, by Forbes to get it into the infield quickly.
Well, she made a really good decision. She didn't try to charge that ball that was going to get behind her if it short hopped her. Picked the ball up and made a really good throw, and the catcher stood her ground and made a great tag. And I'll tell you, I don't think that's controversial at all. I think she was out all the way.
2 big plays there by Mackenzie Gillen in the top of the 4th to help the Rebels get out of that with only
Two runs, right? 2 runs?
So the Rebels are down by 9, bottom of the 4th.
I like to see the fight that our young ladies are showing. You know, every team, every game you play, you're going to have, typically you're going to have some sort of lapse, especially the young team. And look, they made a couple of mistakes, and they just keep playing hard. That's a sign of a team that's really going to give you everything got.
Yeah. The coaches know errors are going to happen. You know, it's in how you react, and these girls have continued to fight
Right.
throughout this game. And there's been a couple of times when I didn't think they were going to keep, but they kept chugging along, and they still have a little bit of life left in them here. Bottom of the fourth.
Well, you see a center fielder pick the ball up after making a good decision, make that throw. And the catcher is ready and looking to make the third out at home plate. Yeah, that's good. That's a really good aggressive play.
Number 20, Callie Ragsdale is up to bat first for the Lady Rebels.
It is really a beautiful early evening here. And like I say, a very good crowd. Good to see our gals come out and just play hard here. Perry steps into the mound. We're ready for another pitch here.
There. We got Ragsdale, Phillips, and I guess Lamb coming up here in the bottom of the fourth. This could drop in. It's in no man's land, but good coverage there by the right fielder.
Right fielder made a really good decision. She didn't break stride. She came for it. It was either going to be, right in front of her, or she's going to make the play. She had good range on that.
Yeah, she could cover some distance out there. That was Davis in right field. Phillips steps in for the Lady Rebels. Fouls that first pitch off for first strike.
I think we're being a little bit more aggressive at the plate, don't you, Chester?
Yeah. Getting a little more relaxed out here. That was low all the way there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Rebels are looking to chip away at that deficit of 9 runs. Fights that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on
That ball
Phillips.
had quite a bit of spin. I thought it was just going to hang there in the air.
That was a little bit low on that. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Perry looks like she's starting to show a little bit of signs of fatigue out there.
You know, she throws hard. She throws hard. She moves hard. So she's putting a lot of energy into every pitch.
Yeah, let's just make it a little worn out there. Some of that velocity. But hey, Phillips goes down swinging on that. So 2 outs here. Nobody on for the Rebels.
We are not putting up a great threat here in the bottom of the fourth.
Correction here, Forbes is up to bat for the Lady Rebels.
We need a rope here. We need something hit hard. That's what we need to get this thing, keep this inning alive, get some runs.
Yep, let's see if she can duplicate what she did at her last at bat with a double. Pitch is high, first ball.
You know, this is our first time seeing these athletes come out. It's interesting as you try to, pick up on trends and habits of these guys and try to figure out what they're doing. And the thing I'm seeing here is, there's players with an aggressive bat in mind.
Yep.
And she's one of them. There it is.
Forbes takes it down the left field line. That should easily be 2, maybe 3. Gets stuck in the corner over there.
Got to hold. You got to hold.
And she dives in, and she is out for the 3rd out in the bottom of the 4th. Hey,
Good aggressive play.
Yeah, down by 9. What are you going to do? Get after
It's
it?
11-2.
Let's go after it. So good hustle there by Forbes.
What she was trying to do on that slide too is reach her hand around the tag, and coach thought she made a pretty good attempt at that.
Yep.
I don't fault that at all. Good aggressive base running, and she did hit a rope. You know, that's what we want to see her do.
Yeah. A lot of things were working here for the Lady Rebels. A little confidence coming in throughout the game. They were a little shaky there in the first at all. I mean, it was tough to, you know, get in there. But then they had what was a third. The Generals had a big
inning.
Yeah, big inning there. So
you know, if you're looking at without that big inning, you know, it's 3-2. Obviously, that's not the score, but the big inning really got us back on our heels.
Alfred stays out there in the circle for the Lady Rebels. As we move to the top of the 5th here at Chambers Academy, this is our first broadcast of softball or baseball for Chambers Academy Sports Live. So we are working through any process, and hopefully all the audio visual stuff is looking good for our viewers out there.
Well, I don't know what the viewers are thinking at home. I certainly hope they're enjoying it, but I know this, I'm really enjoying it. This is so much fun to be out here and watch these young ladies just play hard.
I would much rather do this than work. So, you know.
Well, yeah.
This was a much better thing to do on a Tuesday afternoon.
I'm with you on that. I'm just happy to see our guys play hard. I mean, we are just still playing hard, and that's what you got to do.
At right fielder, number 17, Davis, steps in for the Lady Generals.
Hey, good play. Make a good throw.
Wraps that one up, and good delivery over to OG for the first out here in the top of the 5th. That looked
really
nice.
nice execution. You know, this is a good team. I mean, the Lady Rebels are playing a good Autauga team here, and you can tell they know what they're doing and they know how to play. That was a really nice play there. Catch the ball, throw the ball.
Batter got hit by the first pitch by Alford.
Ball got it, ran inside really quick. Thought she's up quick, trotted down to first base. Coach checked her out, so she's fine.
Ward steps in for the Lady Generals. Runner on first.
Top of the 5th with 1 out. Good snap throw.
I didn't quite catch the first base runner's name. Number 12.
Melissa Lee.
Not for the Generals. Reese.
Oh, sorry, for the Generals. For Generals.
It's Reese.
Gotcha. Good pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike on Ward for the Lady Generals. Ward slaps that one into the gap.
Well hit ball.
Forbes has great coverage out there in center field. She can get around out there.
Just a clean base hit, you know, right over second base. Center field had nothing to do but pick the ball up and throw it back.
One out, runners on first and second for the Lady Generals. Esco up to bat.
Make a good pitch, make good defensive plays here.
pop up down the first base side, and OG wraps that one up for the second out.
Good defense, good reaction by the first baseman. Get down there and catch that spinner. I'll tell you, that ball got up in the lights too.
2 outs here in the top of the 5th.
With a big out. Hopefully we won't give up another run here.
A little inside action there on Seaman from Alfred.
Manny Alford's throwing the ball hard. I'll tell you, that's some steam.
Ooh, a little out in front of that one.
Right now, she has had the last 2 hitters on the defensive. They are just not quite ready for that pitch.
Hey, and the good thing is Alford's got 4 more years here. Just an 8th grader coming up. Came over from, I think, Alex City.
Benjamin Russell, I think, is where she came from. That's a good pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes here.
That was a really good pitch there. Just froze the bat.
Outside.
2-2.
Yep, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
It's great to see young players like that, you know, with really good ability and just that athletic mindset of fighting. You can just tell she's ready to throw that pitch. She wants us out. And she got it.
She got that third out swinging.
Real little change up there.
As we go to the bottom of the 5th, the Rebels are down by 9.
That was a much better performance there. I mean, we got a little bit of trouble early in that inning and just didn't give into it, just kept playing. And Chester, the JV crowd is building as we get deeper into this game. You can tell that the after work parents are really starting to pile in here.
Yep, it's 5:30 here in Lafayette. And coming up after the varsity matchup here, the JV, baseball and softball will be starting up. So if you don't have anything to do here at supper time, come on down to Chambers Academy and catch a little bit of baseball or softball.
Well, you know, all roads lead to Lafayette. You know, you hear that all the time, and it's really true.
They do.
A lot of activities going on in town with the Main Street activity and different organizations, and it's really, really good to see those kind of things happening. And it's really good to see, you know, a school like Chambers Academy with all the positives and the incredible family atmosphere we have being supported. It's just a great place to be.
It is. Come on down, join the crowd, join the fun, join the family.
Absolutely.
You know? Enrollment starts up here soon, I think this week for next year. So.
And you know, I did mention the newsletter, and one thing I forgot to mention when we were talking about that is anyone who wants that newsletter, they just need to contact the office. You can actually go online and find, I think, an email address as well. Send us your email address so we can get that newsletter out to you. It's a beautiful presentation, and it'll keep you up to speed on all the activities that we have going on at Chambers Academy. So once a month, there's an unsubscribe button if you don't like it, so no risk.
Yeah, those ladies are doing a great job, and guys as well. Well, here we go to start off the bottom of the 5th. Mackenzie steps in for the Lady Rebels.
Ripped.
She rips that one out into left center, and she's going to be in for a double. Close play, but whew,
Good job, Candy.
just got in there. Just got in there. But hey, you're down 9. You got to start
gotta take the
manufacturing something. So good aggressive base running there by the Rebels.
Yeah. Well, she hit the ball really well. I thought it was going to make the gap, but the center fielder made a good play, got it back in. Another rip.
Alford hits that one straight to shortstop.
We had a ball hit directly to the shortstop and a ball hit to the second baseman last inning, just absolutely tattooed. So, you know, it's good to see. Good to see the aggressive bats. Good to see those swings.
Number 55, Michaela Foster steps in for the Lady Rebels.
Like
One
to
out
see
here in the bottom of the 5th.
like to see Michaela take this deep. right out to the scoreboard.
Holds off on that one.
Left-handed bat.
Perry rolls that one in. So 2 balls, no strikes on Foster. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
We've seen Perry just kind of get a little bit wild here after that opening inning of, just throwing seeds. I'll tell you, she's gotten a little bit.
Oh,
That was a very nice pitch. I think she's beginning to just.
her velocity has died down a
The
lot.
velocity's down in the control. Maybe she's just trying to take something off of it to get that control back. She's a great athlete, though. She really has a lot of talent. A good swing at it.
Foster hits that one to second, and easy play at first. McKenzie's trying to bait him out, and
Woo! True the throw, which, bad throw gives you a run.
that's right. She stays over there at third for number 7, Sophie Price. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th.
See Sophie hit this ball hard again, too. And she did.
Drives in McKenzie for a nice single.
Nice job.
Nice piece of hitting there.
Just waited on the pitch. Nice smooth swing, hit it where they weren't. Picks up another run.
And number 30, Olivia O.G. Daughtry, up for the Lady Rebels.
All right, let's see Olivia hit this ball hard, too. We're starting to hit the ball a lot harder.
OG pops this one up the third base line, and not enough. Well,
Ooh,
close.
that did hit on the inside. I don't think she picked that up right away.
I don't think she even had an eye on it.
Yeah, she may have thought that ball was a lot more foul than it actually turned out to be. But again, good aggressive at-bat here, coming out swinging. I'd like to see her put some power behind this swing and drive one deep.
That was low. 1 ball, 1 strike on Daughtry. Price on first, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Rebels down by 8.
Ball a little outside. Another left-handed batter for the Lady Rebels.
That was low. Ball 3.
3-1, got to be real aggressive here. She throws something down the heart of the plate. You got to get after it.
A walk really doesn't hurt the Generals in this place.
No. She took a swing at it. I mean, it was not a bad pitch, just didn't make contact. That's what you got to do. You just got to be aggressive.
Full count here on Daughtry. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs.
He's coming straight at it. Yep. Nice
It's
fly.
right up the middle. Oh, and it is. Nice grab by the shortstop to get that 3rd out.
The Autauga defense has not let them down at all. You've seen them make really 2 or 3 very, very solid plays over here. That ball had a chance to get kicked right into the outfield, pick up another run for us. But they're a solid team. They're doing a really good job on defense. We have definitely not picked up any cheap runs. There's no doubt about it.
Yes, exactly.
They played real solid defense.
As we move to the top of the 6th, the Rebels are down by 8. Generals 11, Lady Rebels 3. Alford stays out there pitching for the Lady Rebels. Everything else still looks the same on the infield and outfield. Lamb is out there in left. She came in the 5th.
We have to get these guys. We have to get 3 quick outs, and we have to come in and play the bottom of the 6 and get some runs. It's just that simple. And it is another beautiful night here.
Pop up
Straight up. See if our catcher makes another
Gillen
good play.
makes another good catch in foul territory for the first out here in the top of the 6th.
Kenzie picked that ball up quick, moved to it. Made a good play. Perry deep. Her opening at bat.
First pitch of ball there to Perry. Alford delivers and off the screen.
Her her swing is very much like her throw from the pitching mound. It's just like wind it up and let it go. I mean, there is no holdback on her pitching style or hitting style.
Yeah,
you love to see that in a young athlete. I mean, she's aggressive all the way around.
Alford is still throwing hard. Nice pop up here to short right, and it bounces in fair territory. Ragsdale wraps it up and gets it into second. Just barely falls in. That's a tough one right down the line and right, but
well, you gotta, and these young ladies will learn. You just gotta come hard, no matter what. You just gotta run hard.
Perry gets a stand-up double.
You know, you just learn that. You know, it's like sometimes the player's mind is thinking, "What do I do? I don't want that ball to get by me." You know, you don't need to do anything but just go aggressive at it. Especially with it being 11-3, just come hard.
Rip into left field, and that is over Lamb's head out to the left field fence. It's her cutoff.
Cut it.
And play at third, but she is safe.
Had to play third, but runner made it in.
Big triple there by the Lady Generals. Top of the 6th, 1 out.
2 tough plays there. We didn't make either one of those, but they're definitely tough plays. That ball was hit well.
And Alford hits the batter.
It's you know, it's always tough on that play. The batter didn't make any attempt to move, but the ball, I guess, just ran inside before she could really pick that leg up.
Davis stands in for the Lady Generals.
1 runners at first and third.
Rebels are down by 9 now.
Need to get a big strikeout here and then close this inning out. Give up that base, doesn't matter. Not going to risk a throw, just work on this batter. Heads up.
Fouled off here down the first base line. Time called by the Autauga coach. Wants to have a word with his batter, Davis.
12-3, 1 out.
Top of the 6.
Need to get this hitter.
That one was high. 2 balls, 1 strike on Davis.
You know, we really need to get this out, not load them up, because loading them up gets you in real big trouble. Good,
Ooh.
good pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Big
That
cut there by Davis.
Was a seed, I'm telling you. She loaded that one up, brought it.
Davis takes that one to the backstop.
Good pitch, though. Had the batter out of stride there. Fouled it off fairly weakly.
2-2 on Davis.
I tell you, these Autauga hitters, Chester, they get the bat around. There's no doubt about it. They take a cut at it.
Biting it off, try to stay alive.
Yep. 2-2, 1 out again. We just need this. We need this out.
Go get it right here, Brandon.
All right, make a
Shot
play.
to short
Make the play.
and gets that out at first.
Good throw.
But she advances the runner and scores 1 run.
Give up the run. They did a nice job getting the ball in play. But now we have 2 outs. 10-run deficit. We've got to shut these guys down right here.
Generals have 1 base runner at third, 2 outs. Top of the 6.
Just be aggressive. Make good aggressive pitches. Get this out.
First pitch strike by Alford. Right back to
Make a
Alford.
play.
And they're going to call that safe. Bounced off of the pitcher's glove. Short came up with it, throw, and Foster did, but runner had the so the runner had the advantage there.
Advantage runner.
Is that 22 up to bat, Sid?
You're asking me to
That's
read
Ward.
that number in the dark. It's 22, I believe.
First pitch is a ball to Ward.
2-out runner at first. We really need to get out of this inning. Let's just go on and close this thing off. And I'll tell you, I thought we had it. I thought we had the 3rd out.
Two balls, no strikes on Ward. And pops this one down the right field line, and it's going to fall foul.
Wow. Well, we got all the way through the fence.
Nice fan down there, throwing it back for Lady Rebels.
All right, 2 balls and a strike. Let's get a ground ball and get out of this thing. Make the play.
Ripped to short, knocked down by Foster. Just needs to hold that one.
Yeah, you got to eat it after you don't clean it up. Just pick it up and throw it back.
Runners on first and second now for the Generals. 2 outs, top of the 6.
I'll tell you, this 3rd out has been tough for us in
Just about
in
every
almost
other
every inning. Yeah. And you know, a lot of the reason is the Autauga hitters are standing in and taking good swings.
Yep.
I mean, our pitching is solid. We're throwing the ball. You know, we're not walking people in. We are absolutely getting the ball across the plate. So you got to give them credit. You know, they're up swinging the bat.
Esco digs in for the Lady Generals. And she drops this one into
Come up
short
hard.
right. And now we got the runner in a rundown over here. And gets past the first baseman up against the fence. Daughtry digs it up out of the fence and gets it back to the pitcher. Yeah, looks like they got 2 runs there in on that one.
Both runners.
Runners from first and second advanced.
Yeah, let that rundown get away from us at first base.
2 outs, top of the 6th. Rebels
Still 2 outs.
looking to put an end to this inning.
It's just really been tough to get this third out.
Esco is on second for the Generals. Good pitch by Alford.
Yeah. Throwing smart there.
Kelly, everything you got. Don't be scared to make a mistake, all right? Everything you got. You're good.
One ball, one strike.
It's a strike. We have been we have been at the 2-strike mark
Yes.
a few times here, so we just got to get this one. We got to punch this one out. I believe they scored 4 runs with 2 outs. Have they not?
And this inning and in the prior inning was a big 2-out rally they had.
Aggressive at bat there. You know, that pitch was high, and she just committed and wasn't going to strike out. Got some contact with the ball, so I'm really impressed with these guys' hitting style. Good pitch. There's our third out.
Strikeout for the 3rd out of the inning.
All right.
In the top of the 6th.
That one hurt. That was an inning we didn't need to have, but we just got to keep playing.
As we go in here to the bottom of the 6th, Rebels are down by 13. And let's see who we have. Who we have coming up in this next inning? Starting off with Rayleigh, then Callie, and then Macy. Those are the 3 force going into the bottom of the 6th. And it looks like the Generals are going to make some changes as well out there, pitching. New pitcher out there, number 8. Can't quite read that. Lunsford.
Yeah, Lunsford.
Lunsford's going to take the circle for the Lady Generals. It looks like we're about ready to go here in the bottom of the 6th.
Hey, it's 16-3. You're probably not going to win the game. You just got to play. You know, you got to keep swinging the bat.
Yep. Never say never, though.
You just can't say that. You just got to try everything you've got.
Keep fighting through everything.
You know, the game of baseball, the game of softball, you just got to play every at-bat. Do the best you can.
Lunsford delivers, and Patterson fouls that one off on the first pitch.
This new pitcher, whereas Perry was just all power, you know, she stepped back and came just like full tilt. This pitcher's got a little bit of a hitch. She's much taller, kind of a longer stride, and just that little hitch might be hard to pick that ball up.
Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lunsford delivers,
Nice
and
ball.
Patterson hits it right over the shortstop's head for a nice single here to start off the bottom of the sixth.
That's what you want to see. You don't want us to come up and be passive and just take our pitches and sit down. That's 16-3. Swing the bat. Let's go. And that's what we just had.
Ragsdale jumps up there for the Lady Rebels.
Here you go, Kelly.
Ragsdale looks to bunt, pulls back for a
I think
first pitch
baseman
ball.
might have hurt herself there. She is really gimpy after that charge on the attempted bunt or the show bunt.
Second pitch is a
2-0.
ball as well.
2-0. Let's get the fourth run, and then we'll worry about the fifth run, right?
Patterson's on first for the Lady Rebels. Ragsdale holds off on that one, but it was a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good pitch, too. Low and away. Caught the corner. Got to just be aggressive now and get after this.
And Ragsdale takes it out to right field, but right at the right fielder. And Patterson can't go anywhere on that one.
The Autauga defense is very solid. I'll just tell you that. The right fielder's made 2 good plays.
Good contact by Ragsdale, but right at the right fielder.
Good aggressive swing. I mean, we've hit the ball right at him multiple times tonight.
Macy Phillips up to bat now for the Lady Rebels. Chase that first pitch high for a strike.
Such a contrast in pitching styles as we see.
Patterson's looking.
She's safe.
Hey.
She's safe.
He calls her out there.
Hey, you're okay right there. I thought the pitcher was going to catch you too.
I really didn't think there was control of the ball at second base. It kind of bounced around out there.
She must have wrapped it up there at the last second to get the force at second. So 2 outs here, bottom of the sixth.
Great.
Got to be aggressive here. You know,
Back
also,
to top of the lineup here.
pardon me,
Forbes.
pardon me,
Go ahead.
Chester.
Go ahead.
I noticed this pitcher number 8 for Autauga. I think she's, like when she's in that rhythm, she's touching her leg with the ball. You know, it's kind of the sound and the motion. That may be where that little hitch is. That little hitch might be coming from that. Yep. It's either the glove or the ball.
That's high, and ball is passed, and Phillips advances to second on the pass ball. Forbes stands in with 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the sixth.
Take your cuts right here. Score a run.
Pitch is low.
Good eye.
3-0 count here on Forbes. Carly's had a decent game in the outfield and at back. That was on the outside edge.
3-1. That's a really good pitch down the way. All right,
Good
another
eye.
base runner.
Forbes takes a walk.
I'm really happy to see us just not go quietly and passively. You know, just we're coming up, trying to score runs. That's our job.
Mackenzie Gilland up to bat now for the Lady Rebels. She has had so far, she's been the offensive spark for the Lady Rebels this year.
I'd like to see her make real good contact, get this ball in a gap, pick up another couple runs.
Before this game, her batting average was over 600. First pitch is low, ball 1. Rebels have base runners at first and second. That was a little bit high. Good eye, Mackenzie.
She was loaded, though. She was ready for that one.
Yep.
I'd like to see that hitter with that good, aggressive pre-swing. Where you know? Pure hitter count here.
Yeah, this pitcher has been a little off compared to the other so far for the Generals.
Behind in the counts for sure. Good eye, not going to swing at that somewhat high strike.
Mackenzie digs in.
Wow, that was a...
And strike 2. Full count now on Mackenzie. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th.
I thought we had the bases loaded there.
Yeah, that looked a little high from this angle, but she takes that one out to dead center and just a little bit short of the fence. And they wrap that up for the 3rd out here in the game. So
ball game.
that is it. So our first broadcast of softball. I've enjoyed it. Hope these people.
I've enjoyed it very much. I've enjoyed seeing our guys get out here and play hard. You know, they got down in the game, and they didn't hang their head. They didn't quit playing. They kept swinging the bat. You learn from that. You get better. I see a lot of potential in this team.
Oh yeah, young squad, 1 senior. So a lot to look forward here. A lot of good talent coming up here for the Lady Rebels.
A lot to learn.
Yep.
A lot to improve on. But listen, the right kind of attitude, the right kind of play, and they played a very solid team. We talked about this. These guys threw the ball well. They caught the ball everywhere. You know, they played great and in the infield.
Yep.
We made some unforeseen and some unforced errors, and it cost us. It cost us a big inning, but we'll learn from that. We'll get better.
Yep. So.
Well, Chester, I'm happy to be a part of Softball 1 with you.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. Hopefully next time we come back to you, we'll be doing a baseball game here. We'll be across the way down at the baseball side of the facilities here. So, but no, hey, thanks to David Howard for getting the camera out here today and setting this up, and maybe he can teach us how to set this up.
That'll be nice. We won't have to bug him all day.
Well, Sid, thanks for coming out here and calling this with us, and we'll catch you guys soon. Take care.
Thank you, Chester. Good night, everybody.
Good night.